It's not going to save us for ourselves. It's definitely going to play a big role in us saving ourselves, as it has done historically.
Yeah.
It's probably one of the most human of attributes one can find, but it's a tool. A tool can never have, despite what the whole discussion about AGI says, its own conscious aim, plan. And yes, if you believe the current hype, we shouldn't have this discussion. We should all work towards AGI, create the superintelligence that's going to save ourselves. Unfortunately, I tend not to believe in that, unlike a lot of other people. But look, we live in a country that we thought that our economic issues were going to go away by voting a law. In the past, hopefully we have moved past that stage afterwards. But always when people come in front of difficult problems, they like to have very simple solutions. And AGI is a solution that a lot of people in the technology world look as a way for them to change the balance of power between politics and economics. Now, is it a useful tool? It's an extremely useful tool. It can help us with predictions. It makes, in certain cases, very good predictions. There we have to raise a flag. We tend to overestimate and to abandon analytical models in favor of machine learning models because it's easy. It makes us lazier, but it works well in certain occasions just because the complexity, the underlying complexity, is pretty hard to express analytically. Why am I saying that? We are, especially when it comes to climate, situation is changing rapidly right now. So your predictions based on previous data might not be valid anymore. And we need those predictions for a matter of resiliency. We need to be able to predict the impact of natural phenomena much better than we are. And we do, actually. But we do it by combining both analytical and machine learning issues. There is a great promise when it comes to materials. We heard before that solar is the cheapest form of energy right now. Well, I have some doubts about that. It's the cheapest form of energy because Chinese dumping destroyed the European industry and the US industry and made solar cheap right now as we stand. We don't know how that is going to proceed. And certainly that's not a reason to abandon research into long-term solutions. And the only real long-term solutions, we know what it is. It's fusion. It's nuclear fusion. And the fact that, short-sighted hedge fund money are going into that means that we have moved closer. It's not the eternal 30 years away as it always used to be.
What is it now, 25?
It's 25, it's 20. It's certainly progress. It's the Holy Grail.
Yeah.
And we shouldn't, as humans, right now AGI is what we are obsessed about, but fusion is probably a much more attainable and valuable goal for humanity at this stage. When it comes to solar, we should really stop investing in deploying solar. Or, we should stop subsidizing maybe wind as much. We should invest in storage. Right now, Greece is, at the moment we speak, if we believe the analytics, we are producing 86% of our current demand with solar and wind. But most of the times, we are usually throwing a lot of energy away because we don't know what to do with it. The grid cannot effectively, dynamically reroute all the energy towards productive use. We need much, much smarter grids. If you look at what happened in Spain recently, certainly this was not a case of a smart grid. This was a case of dementia in the grid, and you don't need artificial intelligence. You need a little bit better, more reliable algorithms to control the grid and the flow of electricity. Greece is in the process of actually making the grid a lot more, applying much more finer grain control on the grid. There is a big promise from artificial intelligence in finding the new materials that we need to make battery storage more sustainable, more economically feasible. Right now, it's not really on a grid scale. We see the same thing with electric cars. It's quite interesting there that most electric cars sell based on range. But if you look at the electric car usage, all of them, 90% or 95% of their trips are short trips. So most of them are carrying 2 tons of extra battery for the one time that they're going to be used for a long-range trip. So we need certainly a better grid there. We need faster ways to charge them. We need more charging stations for them to become efficient, and that requires a lot more smartness in the network. And AI could help. Information technology could help. I always like to bring up the Economist cover page. Is data the new oil? Well, if data is the new oil, AI is certainly the distillery that creates value out of what comes out of the ground or what comes out of our daily activities these days. And it can certainly play a big role, but I think we are overemphasizing it. And right now, AI is probably not net zero, is hurting climate. If you look at the last deal that OpenAI announced, they didn't even talk about GPUs or things like that. They talk about 6 gigawatts of AI computing, which is exactly what Greece consumes the moment we speak.